Hello, today we are talking with Dave Flemons, Managing Director of Climax Airconditioning. Dave has supported the SPBA Leadership Compass program for the past 3 years, with 4 of his management team completing the leadership program. This year, the SPBA Leadership Compass 2.0 takes it to another stage. Now the emerging leaders bring a protege and mentor them through the 12-month leadership program. My name is Rhonda Maguire and I manage and deliver the SPBA Leadership Compass 2.0, which incorporates a Diploma of Leadership and Management. So welcome, Dave. What is it about a leadership program you think is important for your team leaders and managers?
Well, I think it's important just to look outside the square and brings them some sort of awareness as to what, I guess what all the many forefathers before us have constructed as the best practice principles with regards to leadership and management.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So now, 2 or 3 years after completing the program, what changes have you seen in your managers and team leaders, and how has that affected your business?
Yeah, well, the sort of changes I've seen, especially I think, given that they rub shoulders with other managers and owners of other businesses and all the great presenters that's in the program, they just become more holistic in the look at things, and they look outside the squares a little bit. They really, from my perspective, they relate a lot. It's a lot easier to, or they find it easy to relate to me, vice versa, because they sort of get it a bit more as to, what pressures and the complexity of that exists within businesses, and anywhere from from the people development side to the commercial side of having to win work and make sure that the numbers work for the business to survive, and all the that come with it. So yeah, it's really good in that respect. Yeah.
And all the different forces that, like the market forces that are really outside your control, and how you've got to get your business still in that leadership role.
Exactly, and yeah, it's extremely important that they understand that, and that sort of creates a culture in itself of a bit more wisdom in amongst the ranks, because we've now got 4 people who've done that course, and it's sort of creating a culture of wisdom, I guess, and the people that work alongside them or under them or however, they sort of, they're teaching them as they go.
Yeah, that's good. So how I can remember speaking to you 3 or 4 years ago about us putting this program on and what your thoughts were on it. So how important do you think it is to have a local leadership program delivered in the Shoalhaven?
Yeah, very important indeed, because, I guess historically, a lot of the mindset for business owners is, where am I going to get this person to help me? Especially as a business owner, there's so much pressure, and it can get quite lonely and stuff. So how are we going to find this management team or these team of employees that are going to help support me so I can live a normal life? But perception's been that you have to go to Sydney or they have to come from Sydney stuff, which isn't true, because we've got lots of talented people in our region, and the more and so we need to focus on developing those, and the more we develop them, they then help to create more, and then we've got our own leaders within our own community, and I guess traditionally there hasn't been a lot of big businesses or a lot of businesses in the Shoalhaven, and I guess over the past 10 years especially, there's been a few larger ones emerging and some big industry groups, and so it's more important than ever that we train the people we've got in our community, which augurs well for everybody.
Yeah, and also, Dave, the alliances that they grow through being part of the leadership program with the other leaders from different industries.
Yeah, well, for me personally, when I've done those types of things, I find that rubbing shoulders with people in similar positions as you, but in other businesses, even though they are different industries and different disciplines and so forth. There's a lot of similarities and synergies, and you just learn so much. And it's not just you or your business that are having the issues or the challenges. It's a whole. That's the way business is, and it's just learn so much of other people. So it's really good in that respect. And then you've also got you can ring them up at any time and connect and say, hey, got this going on, what do you recommend? Or so it's really good.
Lovely. Well, thank you. And you've got 2 people registered for this year's program, one being a protege on board for the new program, and we've only got 15 places. So the program includes a Diploma of Leadership and Management, which is delivered by the registered training organisation Illawarra ITEC, and funding supported by the New South Wales Government Smart and Skilled program. The program will feature leaders from our community talking about how they're applying the knowledge in their own workplace. For more information, please email Shoalhaven Professional Business Association through the shoalhavenprofessionals.com.au website. Thanks, Dave.
No worries. Thank you, Rhonda.